issues, but we are here and we are ready to go. I will hand you over to two very, very competent people who are Blue Roses and Kanako Sky. Tell us, what are we doing today in Wonderland 5?
That's a good question. As we know, Winter Wonderland has different settings every time.
We're playing in the desert.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely see that. But we do have a scrub space with a leak hint system, which is kind of interesting.
What was it? Sorry about this.
So everyone who's played S6 Scrubs knows we have 4 hints in Scrubs, but Leak has actually 6. So we can expect quite a few more path hints.
I believe they've also got Castle Storms and Link House Cow as hint stones that you can read and get hints from.
Yes, exactly. There's no foolish hint stones. That'll be interesting. Do you think the runners will go for those as well?
They're discussing hint stones. I don't think they would. To be fair, especially because we don't start with any items so that we can go and check them.
Mm-hmm.
And we also don't have Cow Sanity on or Skull Sanity on. So I don't see the point in going to them either.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the settings do tell us that there's a very cool new feature, which is if we play Song of Time for a hint stone, it will give you an item. So
it's a cool new feature, and
and who knows, they might be required.
Yeah.
How about hiking out all the way to Gerudo Valley to get a bomb back or something?
I have avoided this seed as well, yes, reset. I know nothing.
You know nothing.
Except what the settings are. Also, I've just noticed there's 5 hamlets on stream right now.
They've been growing with every number of the Winter Wonderland we've come. So we're playing Winter Wonderland 5, and we have 5 hamlets representing.
Oh god, they're multiplying.
I mean, it's kind of true. But for everyone who's seen the episodes, I mean, that's pretty cool.
I've been watching along the episodes too, and they do get better as time goes by.
Yes, they are amazing. Every day, like every Tuesday and Friday when they get released, I'm like, okay, this is the time to watch the episode.
Apparently, according to Flash, there's nothing wrong with multiplying hamlets.
I mean,
what are
we
they?
all love to have a hamlet?
If anyone's seen the Gremlins movie, then don't feed them after midnight. Don't.
Yep. Thankfully, Hamlet is much cuter than a gremlin.
Yes. Definitely.
And hopefully not as horrifying if fed after midnight.
And I'm pretty sure. What was I going to say? I don't know. Would you think he's as wise as the one gremlin that mutated to be quite wise and was able to talk?
I would definitely say Hamlet is very wise.
Fair enough. Anyway,
step into an unforgettable year.
We're almost getting started here, and we have ads first. But it's good. We get them out of the way now. Who cares?
Yep. Not me putting in the wrong command. Thank you, Velvet.
And we see already that we're starting with Prelude, of course, and Song of Time. So we'll immediately be able to use our new special feature.
Mm.
We're also starting with 2/3 of Burning Cack and 2/3 of OOT.
So we only
That'll be
need,
interesting.
yeah, like we only need one medallion for Burning Cack, which coincidentally
Mhm.
also is the medallion needed for Temple of Time.
Yes, yeah.
And we need a one stone for OOT.
Very true. We'll see what the
Mm.
dungeon layout will be, if those will be easy dungeons or more harder.
Yeah. We're also starting with Song of Time as well. At least I think that's Song of Time.
It is Song of Time, yeah, to play for the Hindstones.
Yes. So we're not locking that away from anyone.
Hmm. And for anyone who hasn't read the settings, we also have Boss Soul Shuffle in this. So the souls of the bosses will be shuffled, and we'll have to find the souls before we can actually beat the boss.
Apparently they'll be in the same kind of chest as the boss keys.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. I can see that. That makes sense.
At least I think that's what it says in the description.
Yeah,
for
I
Winter
think it
Wonderland
does.
5.
I think you're right. It doesn't say it all. But we will need to beat Ganon this seed, so... Oop, and we're off. Oops. I missed something. And a fortress spawn as a child. Very interesting.
We can't do anything here as child, I don't think, so we might as well just go through Valley.
I mean, you can get the Gerudo card, actually, if you don't get caught.
Oh yeah, we can get Gerudo cards.
It's not in logic, because you'd need the Cade Sword, but...
I forgot about the fact that, you know, they are...
It is possible! Oh, and a clean break on Sky's side. Very nice. Uzu going to Valley, please. I like that. And there's the key for Sky.
We need that
And
key.
recovery heart in the waterfall.
Yeah, we now have the membership card.
Yep, it's kind of weird to see Child Link receive a Gerudo card, to be honest, but...
It's sort of... I got this card, but I can't get into the training grounds because they're not there. And then you turn up 7 years later and they're like, hey, I see you've got a 7-year membership with us so far. Would you like to enter the Gerudo training grounds? For you, it's only 10 rupees. Since we've been deducting 500 rupees from you every single year.
They should seriously give us a discount just for that 7-year subscription. And now Sky's heading
they're
to
either gilded or
Valley.
red or a gold sword tokens. I guess one benefit for the hint stones having items is that we're going to see a lot more hint stones.
Ooh, yes. We are going to see a lot of hint stones. Even if you don't want the information, you might need the item in it.
And it's, you know, we're going to see hint stones that we don't normally see in a run because they're just too out of the way, or you typically only go for them if you're, what's it called? if you're needing the information. Speaking
And
of
there
information,
could be, I mean, Deku is pre-completed, but there could technically be something like the hint stones behind Deku Tree have a K-sword.
yeah,
So you'd have to go out of there as an adult to get the K-sword to come back to do Deku.
but also Azora tunics on Tenbikos.
Okay.
Multi on the left hand, that's long shot locked.
It definitely is. Very interesting.
Mm.
And lots of love early. Uzu does not seem to be interested in reading the hints so far, no. DMT
Yes.
Foolish? I like that.
Yep. Collecting cuckoos, a bug bottle.
Always good to know where your bottles
Yep.
are.
That's almost completely vanilla because you get given an empty bottle.
Really? Oh wow,
In
okay.
vanilla.
And Ice Cavernous Path to PG.
Ooh.
That might make the bottle very interesting.
Mm.
But Sky is not playing Song of Time for the Hintstone, so... We do know they have items locked in them. We see two very different starts here, which is kind of exciting.
Two different playstyles as a result.
Yeah?
Jabu.
Jabu's path to Bernie. Well, it's not going to be the letter.
No. It has most likely vanilla boomerang.
Well, we do have shuffled boss souls, so our boss soul could just be in there.
Yeah. I did not think of that. My mind thought, whenever I see Jabu Path Bernie, I'm just instantly going to think vanilla rang. I'm not going to think that.
Of course not.
I like Reset's comment there. I play for speed, not to read.
I mean, yes, but if reading helps your speed, that might be a good play.
Yeah.
And we have Cack Village to Baronade as well. Okay.
And that looks like a bow.
That is a bow, yes.
I don't know how effective that bow would be though. The strings could be all wet and not going to stretch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I
And
guess
the
it would be
wood might not take it as well to be drenched down there for years.
Although I guess if it's a plastic bow instead.
Okay, yeah.
Like you just replace the string and it's fine.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Must be made of flax.
Haunted Wasteland is a foolish choice.
Okay, good to know. Nice to know.
Yep, it's a sometimes hint, but it's a foolish hint.
No, Kirby, you're right. Sky is not playing Song of Time on the Gossips. I hope he's read the settings correctly.
Because hasn't Sky played Song of Time for a few Gossip Stones yet already?
No, none of them.
Huh.
Uzu has played for them but hasn't read them, and Sky reads them but doesn't play for them.
Interesting.
Ooh, and we have a gold chest right here.
I think that's the first one Uzu has read. And
well, we don't need to care about our drenched bow.
Who cares about a drenched bow when you can just pop into South Hyrule and pick one up? There's a chest that's just accessible for everyone to pick it up.
And while Uzu was picking up the bow, we just found our adult spawn with Sky, which is in Bombchu Bowling. One of the only places that, one of the only things that will make us able to actually do Bombchu Bowling as an adult.
Yeah, it's also weird how Ganon's taken over. The market in the castle town is completely dead, and yet that Bombju shop is still access. Not only is it pristine, the person working there is still in there.
And not worried about anything, just sleeping there. If there were like 5 readers outside my door, I would be much more worried.
People need their bowling, damn it. They need their entertainment.
Oh, light arrows. Hello.
Hello, air fryer on a stick.
Oh, Sky is playing Song of Time for a hintstone.
Guys played Song of Time. Ozu has read one of the hint stones.
Okay. So we've changed sides on the settings now. I like it.
We're either reading or but not playing, or playing or not reading, which hopefully they realise that you can do both.
I mean, to be fair, if you like usually play one type of settings, you're pretty like in your head about knowing your settings and might not be as flexible. Who's just collecting some skulls?
To be fair, you know, skulls are the same as they were in what's it called? In Scrubs. So it's good to just collect skulls early.
And yes, Velvet, we got a bow as a child and a sling as an adult. It's all very paradox.
It's almost as if this game expects us to time travel.
Yeah, weird.
Laying them down.
That's the third bow. We're 11 minutes in and we have knowledge of bow person. That's
We got
quite
one
crazy.
one that anyone could access in Hyrule. We've got one that's waterlogged, and we've got one that's being guarded by a cow.
Yeah. That's quite interesting. Sky is apparently not checking 20 and 30.
Probably forgotten which one's which.
Huh, maybe.
Because I saw them check 2.
Yeah,
they
the
weren't
10 and the
20 and
40, but 40 and 50 are dead in these settings and not hinted. And 10 isn't unhinted as well. GTG is path to Twin Rover. Okay.
So that could be a strength, it could be the mirror shield, it could be one of the 2 hook shots, could be a bomb bag,
fire source, a magic.
could be a fire source or magic.
There's a lot that can be in there. Water, shadow, and Deku Tree are pre-completed. A Hylian shield on Skull Mask. Would you go for that Hylian shield and save your money?
I already got it.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay.
Like, I don't really care about this skull maskend. It's not an always hint, or if you have any settings enabled.
Mhm,
But tournament presets do enable skull mask as an always hint.
mhm.
There's actually only one always hint. That will always be an always hit, and that's linked to house count.
Okay. Mm.
Be as a hint, if it's an always hint, it's either enabled in the preset for the hints, or it's a conditional always, and you've got certain set of settings on that would make it or not make it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have cow shuffle on in these settings, so we kind of don't care about counters.
No, we don't.
Unless I misread something.
Nah, there's no cow sanity on.
Okay.
That was last seed.
I mean, last seed is only like 3 days. Was only 3 days ago, so it's easy to get confused.
Yes, it is.
Where's Sky going next?
For ZL, you go get another song.
Yep.
Unless this song is an item, in which case, you're going for an item.
Yep. I mean, he is adult. He won't get the chest out of logic, or won't be able to. But the song is still very nice.
Songs are
Or
good.
perhaps an item. And Uzu on the right side is also going for a song on the Sarius check. Get your early child's few zeros out of the way, get a song. I kinda like this.
Get 3 hints.
Mm-hmm. Potential 3 more items.
Kaigo is going to go on Song Chain with that Bolero.
Was that Serenade on Uzu's side?
Yep.
Okay.
And also, running Kakizawa junk item.
Oh,
Well, it's that
yeah,
item.
nice.
It's junk. It's a blue pea.
And we get Nocturne at Bolero, so we can just warp back.
That's always the best.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, from here you could go do River, possibly. You can get to check the Hintstone.
Reset is getting in their treasure chest minigame prediction super early.
Just in case one of the runners ever checks TCG.
They could do it blind.
Yeah. Jabu Jabu is still past the Baronade, okay.
There is a 1 in 32 chance that they get it.
Is that magic? It is magic. Right, Death Branch. Magic looks weird. So far, the seed has been very dry.
Also, can I point out, Sky changed one of the menus and saw series and list of souls that they can fight.
Yeah, that's also good to know. When you have some kind of soul shuffle on, you have them all listed. We only have boss souls shuffled, so the regular souls are still listed. But if you're not careful, you can actually turn them off.
Understood.
So far, the Hindstones have had a lot of money and a lot of love for us.
Ooh, we got a bug bottle.
Nice, nice. And Rooter's letter. That makes our ice cavern to PG almost possible. We only need a bomb bag or a scale.
Nice.
And we'll have Richard here. Some
That's a
more
good little
love.
piece of art. I think that's vanilla as well.
It might be, I think you're right. Logically, yes. Well, out of logic, we don't really care. We would just KZ skip. But we do need a bottle, which is now possible, and entry, which is possible with Zelda's Lullaby. And a quick treasure chest game from Uzu. Let's see if he'll be rewarded.
I mean, mine is always LRR. I haven't seen what it was, and I think I'm out.
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone's out. Even Reset, who put in his prediction ages ago. Ah, so according to Velvet, winner is LLRRL.
Long on rant, Router's letter.
My prediction is always alright.
I mean, mine's always my prediction's always LRR. So
Any reason for that?
loading ready run. A good
Oh.
group of internet comedians.
Okay, okay. Can see that. And Uzu's collecting skulls. The runners are kind of tracing each other's paths right now. Guy doing the fishing that Uzu did earlier, Uzu coming to market and doing checks here.
Good old sort of cross. We're gonna see people do each other's checks, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know where my brain was going for that one.
Yes, we have a fish. Uzu seems to be really pushing the skulls here. I kind of like that. Where's Sky going next? There's not a lot of zeros that he has left. He has Kokiri Forest left, Lost Woods. Is it just me, or is a bow much easier to peek than a quiver? I never
think-
know whether I have a stick or a quiver there.
Yeah, like it is. It is hard, yeah. Bleh. Words, sorry.
Oh, there was a bomb back in that hint stone. That's
Oh,
huge.
damn.
Hyrule Castle 2 has a bomb bag.
I guess. I was going to make a joke about that, and I completely biffed what I was going to say.
Guy did check Hyrule Castle 2, but maybe he didn't play Song of Time for them. I hope there's another bomb bag available somewhere because this could be bad. When are you ever going back to HC2?
I don't think you are.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Velvet. You were going to make a joke, but I bombed it out. We trust a restreamer to make jokes.
We found Greg. Greg on child shooting.
Greg, not normally found as often since we started using chest size to patches contents.
Yeah, because everyone skips brown chest as soon as they've found some juice.
Still a nice one to find when you can.
Yeah, true, true. And I mean, last year we had a meme percent seed in Winter Wonderland. Who knows what Velvet came up with this year? Welcome to Did I Play the Song for the Sinstone Simulator? Yes. Yes, that is exactly true.
Whenever, so in card games, if you have something that you can only do once a turn, if you can't remember if you have done it or not, the correct answer is usually you have done it, even if you haven't. When it comes to these hit stones, the correct answer is no, I haven't.
Probably, yeah. You don't want to skip something that might be important later. And we have to do Spirit, so we need 2 strengths. It's long shot locked, so long shot should be out here.
2 strengths, logically long shot, but we could probably get away with hook shot with good play.
Yeah, yeah.
Mirror shield. And we need Twin Rover's soul.
Yes, that'll be spicy. Do you think our paths will hint as boss souls as well, or just items?
Possibly.
I mean, they're definitely heart required, so...
And we just have we have a channel play prediction started. Which runner will beat a dungeon first? Gaigoro or Ozu? Feel free to predict with your channel points now. It closes in about 4.5 minutes.
I mean, Ozu has a pretty good chance with that bomb bag for GC, but you never know what Sky might find on the way.
I think DC is the first dungeon that's going to be beaten no matter what.
Might be. We have, except for DC, all of these need a few items, so there's not like the tree where you only need the case sword, so I think you're probably right.
Yeah, because we've got a bomb bag, so we can just beat DC, we can do all the checks.
And bonus, we have an extra check there today. That hint stone is not just useful, but actually can have something.
Yes.
Velvet is right though, we can try to beat DC. We don't have the Dongo's boss soul yet.
Oh yeah!
That is right. I mean, we can do a lot of checks in there, but who knows if we'll find it in there.
I feel like Belle's making fun of me now. Which one will we runging first? That's a hammer.
Ooh. We'll need that one.
Mm. Even if we didn't need it, it's a really useful item to have anyway.
Very
Just
true.
because of crouch stabbing, being able to deal more damage to Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, Velvet. You're the one who rolled the seed.
Who picked the death range?
The soul
Well,
of King
there's the soul of
Dodongo!
King Dodongo. Oh my gosh. Uzu's not going back for that before he goes to GC. I don't think so.
No. Velvet rolled it, didn't play it.
Okay then. So one runner is missing his boss soul, and one runner is missing the bombs. Which predicament would you rather have?
I'd rather have the missing the bombs predicament because there's 3 bomb bags in the entire seed. If you pick up a strength and bomb choose, you basically can beat DC out of logic.
Mm-hmm.
If you only have bomb choose, then you might not be able to beat DC unless you know how to do the weird ground jumps with the
Yeah.
what's it called?
With choose?
Yeah, well, so the ground jumping question is you try and pick up the bomb flower, and you get bumped by King Dodongo. That's the theory behind it.
Mm-hmm.
How you actually do it, I have no idea because I've not been able to do it myself. And it comes up so infrequently that why would I learn it?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, makes sense. We have had a beautiful restream here on Scrub Central in the last tournament that showed us, and I believe it was Spenny who did a beautiful Chudodongo.
Hmm.
Very clean.
I did not see that race, so
It was a beauty to watch.
fair enough.
And Uzu's picking up his shield. I like it. I'm firmly team always buy a shield.
I'm team ground jumps and crouch stabs. Having a shield is super useful. However, I'm also of the opinion that you don't always have to have a shield. It's just
Okay.
there's so many applications that you should buy a shield.
Okay. Dancing Dad is dead. That is a wonderful sometimes hint.
Hmm.
We totally do not need to care about that. Ooh, Sky, you wanted to play Song of Time for your hint stones.
You wanted to play sometime, you wanted your bomb bag.
Yeah, and that magic in that hint stone.
Oh yeah, the magic was in that one. The bomb bag's in Castles 2.
The bomb bag was in Hyrule Castle 2 Hintstone. Which, I don't know when we're going back for that, actually.
Hmm.
2 stones he's looked at but not played the song for. Yeah, he went back for a couple of them, but
You might be thinking that it's too far away and doesn't want to basically take the time loss unless they have to. Like they'll assume they'll find if it's got an item, they'll just find the item
Yeah.
somewhere else. If it's a bomb bag, they'll find the bomb bag somewhere else. If it's a hook shot, well, we know we need a long shot, but for logic, but they'll find a long shot somewhere else. It could be that they haven't realised it's a bow in there, or they could be gambling that it's actually just going to be a dead check. But either way, Sky's a long ranch, which means we're going to get our hammer.
That'll be helpful.
Yes. It will allow us to enter the Dongo's Cavern.
Yes.
It will mean, if you know the bow trick in DC, it will allow you
quite
to...
a few checks, yeah.
Like, without knowing the bow trick, you can do, I think, 2 or 3 checks. Whilst knowing the bow trick, you can do every check that isn't the Dongo.
I mean, we have the chest in the lobby, we have the hint stone, and we have the stone, the chest behind the mud wall.
So 3 checks.
3 checks, yes.
Getting bombed will also allow us to do the rest of the dungeon, except for King Dodongo, as would... if we just happen to find a bomb bag in Cavern.
I mean, we could always be bailed out with Out of Logic choose.
Out of Logic choose, maybe a strength upgrade to pop it off.
Yeah, that'd be nice, definitely.
Okay, 20 skills is the hover boots, which and 30 is the recovery heart.
We don't hard required need them, but they might still be required for fire or forest.
They might be required logically, but we don't hard require those today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would pick up 20 skulls then. Probably would, because your hovers are useful, especially if you don't know the recall trick in forest.
Yeah, if you don't know that trick, that makes a lot of sense, but if you do know it, I think 20 skulls is a little slow.
The Soul of Baronade.
Okay.
So yes, it's,
Vanilla Boomerang, anyone?
well, not only is it Vanilla Boomerang, that was in a boss key chest, so...
Yes. Really weird to see boss key chests in the overworld, though.
Yeah, unless you are used to playing Key Sanity.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I mean, Kak is path to Baronade, so that makes a lot of sense, but it also tells us that boss souls can be hinted as path.
To be fair, we did get 2 path to Baronades.
Yeah.
So we knew one of them had to be... Well, to be fair, it could have been Router's letter.
Yeah, that's also true. But we did already find that in Temple of Time, so...
Oh, that's in Temple of Time.
The hint stones outside of Temple of Time had them.
Oh.
Which Sky also didn't play for.
So... we did... basically, with current equipment, Sky and Ozu just need to recreate each other's stats, and they can also be Jabu.
Yeah, Jabu and TC both.
Yeah. Nice.
Very clean. And second Greg. Thank you, Velvet.
I go this.
Unfortunately, this is a race, and we can't co-op this, but
Yeah.
they would be doing wonderful if they could co-op this.
Actually, I don't know if Skygoro. I definitely don't think Ozu has taken part in a co-op tournament. But I think Skygoro has.
I don't know.
They're in a team on race time, so I would assume they have taken part in a co-op tournament then, as a result.
Yeah, co-op or multi-war.
True, one of the members of the multi-world team could have left the group.
Okay. And we have magic and fire arrows on Uzo's side, so I'll be able to get this chest already, which is kind of nice.
It was health.
Oh?
I mean, to be fair, we're getting the hit
back
zone.
at HC2. That's crazy.
You know, I should have put a prediction down for Skygoro.
Well, it's too late now.
Nobody bet on Skygoro. They can beat DC.
Well, it was looking kind of bad for him there for a minute.
True. But has since fixed that issue.
He definitely baited chat, yes.
Yes. I mean, sometimes you want to put on a show.
Of
Swag
course.
Swag is time neutral.
And you're not always on restream, so you gotta use the time that you have.
Yes. Gotta show yourself off a little. Gotta have some fun with it.
Yeah, he didn't get the magic, but there is a second magic out there, so we'll see.
Not
I
only
don't
that,
think magic is this imperative in the seed for right now as a bomb bag.
Not only that, but you could also go to that hintstone as adult.
Yes.
We do have Saria, so we can logically make it into Sacred Forest Meadow as adult. And we've got a bow, which means we can more easily do backflips over Mido.
True. Tumultag, second magic can't be in Shadow, because Shadow is pre-completed, but I like the way you think. Clean damper race here. Very nice.
Very clean, yeah.
And
do have a
final
heart container.
frogs are dead. Always a wonderful always to have.
Yeah. I think in vanilla it's a piece of heart, so that is definitely an upgrade.
Yeah. And we get so much money from these hint stones.
Yeah. Bomb shoes!
Ooh,
How many
that's
bomb
nice.
shoes?
I mean, we do have a bomb back now, so we don't care as much.
But still, logic breakers are great.
Yes, they are. 100%. I mean, but what would you do with your bomb shoes that you can't do with bombs? I mean, yes, there's the Gerudo Valley crate, but we've already checked that.
Valley Crate and also Spirit Trial. And also Bonchy Bowling if bomb shoes are in logic.
Yes.
Because they make it so that you need bomb shoes in that case. And also it's just been told that Lost Woods is pathicking to Dondo.
I knew you were making a joke about needing the shoes to do the actual game, but yes, we do need a bomb back to put it into logic and be able to do the check.
The soul of Bionage is being grabbed by both runners.
And I believe both runners have the hint that Jabu Jabu leads to
Well, yeah,
Jeremy.
Jabu is past Bionage, so yeah, we've got Vanilla Boomerang. Don't see Link rolling bombs down the alley? I guess. I mean, to be fair, a bomb does not have any grip holes, so it's going to be a bit more difficult to roll that bomb down the alley. Meanwhile,
I mean, you
if you
could
have...
swing it on the little exploding fire thing.
Possibly, but then you just burn your hand because the fuse is going to be lit.
Yeah, that just sounds like a bad idea all around.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that.
Yeah, please do not use bombs as bowling balls. On the other hand, exploding mice don't need the grip holes because they're just going to go forwards anyway.
True. Very true.
Yes, I know Skyward Sword has Soul of Twin Rover.
That hint stone, I'm telling you, it usually has really good information. But what the heck? It actually carries a boss soul inside. Imagine trying to fit Kume and Kotaki into that one hint stone.
You're just putting their soul into there. Imagine if it had both. You had to get two souls.
Oh no, yeah, both like a pair and you have to find both. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, I know Skyward Sword has a bowling section with bombs. Breath of the Wild has bowling, but with a giant snowball.
Oh, okay.
Twin Rover's powers activate all of the goddess stone.
That'd be very funny. We're seeing a shoe setup for opening the Dodongo here. Very interesting. Velvet.
So, Kume and Taku are both nannies, and AU pair if you...
And a pair, if you will. Au pair as in people who watch your kids from a different country.
Ah. I did not know that.
They're kind of common, at least here in Germany. I don't know about other parts of the world.
I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of it, but I don't plan on having kids anytime soon anyway, so...
And we get another slingshot, okay. We're almost at Flash's Law.
Also, I think I saw a Volvagia path.
Ooh, did we get a... Oh yes, GTG to Volvagia. So there's definitely 2 items in GTG that we'll need.
Yes. Do you wonder sometimes how stones get their information? Like,
Do I wonder about that?
yeah, like, say for example, you've got this one in like in Zora River, and it's telling you about Gerudo training grounds. How does it know? Like, has it travelled there? Is there this network of gossip stones that will tell you everything?
No, I hadn't, but now I am.
Also, I've just noticed because we're not on a main branch, we are on one of the dev branches. Ooh, that's strength.
Now we only need a
Whenever
look
y-
first.
Yep.
Oh, and a
Um,
boss skull.
Yes, but also
Sorry.
when you pick up a skull,
Yeah.
because we do not have any kind of skull sanity, we don't. What was I going to say? We don't pause movement when we pick up a skull.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. The runners don't have to pick it up and press the text box A. They can just go
Yeah.
on, which is really nice.
It's useful in random settings leagues
Mm-hmm.
so that you know if skull sanity is on or not.
Oh wow, if skull sanity is on, that's not possible?
Yeah, if skull sanity is on, then you will always pause.
Oh, okay.
If skull sanity is off, then on the dev branch they use, they keep moving. At
Very
least I
good to
believe
know.
so. I know it used to be a thing. I don't know about more recently because I do not play RSL.
That's fair. Are we looking for money?
I think it was more sticks.
Okay. And we found Dodongo's soul, so we can actually compete against the boss.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Ozu's going into Jabu to complete the next dungeon.
Rudo horseback archery. We don't need to do horseback archery today.
Very nice. Best hit in the game, especially after the last one.
Yes. I'm just waiting for when a Kingston has a boss soul in it.
Bottle.
A boss soul.
Oh, a boss soul. Okay. Why?
Because then we're combining two new settings for this Winter Wonderland into
You've had
one.
that. The DC Hindstone has Twin Robot boss soul.
Oh yeah, it does. I completely forgot about that one.
But yes, it is a wonderful combination of both new features.
Yes. And also,
Hookshot.
everyone. Nice. Everyone who predicted on Skyguru Ozu prediction, thank you for your donation of 8,500 channel points going right into the ether.
Yep. Bye bye, channel points.
What have you rolled, Velvet? You have rolled a seed.
Yes, you have. I'm excited what this will bring.
2 for 2 on 0 win. Oh god. Have we not had a winner yet?
Well, I mean, it's Garn adjacent, I guess.
To be fair, with the Gudo Valley Cuckoo, we were right there. We spawned right there.
Yeah. And this will be quite interesting routing of Jabu, because usually you go left first, and then clean the other rooms. But because we don't have a boomerang, we will have to go right to get the boomerang from the boomerang chest, vanilla, and
Yeah,
then continue on.
We are basically beating this dungeon vanilla.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Items in your seed? Velvet, it's more common than you think.
Especially in Velvet's items. Velvet seeds.
Yes.
Guy looks to be going up DMT, maybe into DMC. Goron City, possibly?
This is also the Dodongo's Cavern. Oh, they've already beaten the Dodongo's
He's
Cavern.
completed it, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that they just beat it.
Ooh,
That's not
and
me.
nice of Ozu to remember that there's 2 hint stones here as well that we have to
Yes.
play for.
And also 2 hints.
True, true. I mean, we do have an Ice Cavern pass, so we'll definitely be here in Ice Cavern again. But... nice to get it while you're thinking about it. And right here. And collecting more skulls, I like it. Both are collecting skulls, which is really nice.
Yes. Skull rooting is a good skill to have.
And Sky just barely missing the rolling Goron there. Oh no!
It's fine. It's gonna take a bit of time, but you're gonna they're gonna come back and then you're gonna be able to shoot it.
Yeah, but still. That's just unlucky.
Yeah.
But he got it. Well done. Now, will he remember that there's a hint stone with Medigoron?
Oh yeah, that's one of the more rare. That's the fire.
Oh, okay. We'll take that.
Yeah. As I was saying, Metagorn is also one of the more rarer hint stones.
Mm-hmm.
However, we are going to get it.
Very nice on remembering that.
The Skull Kid Gurant, a red rupee.
Meanwhile, Ozu's entering Jabu. Oh, it unfortunately didn't pay out. We are back out of here.
One of the benefits of having the vanilla model is you do get the vanilla, the vanilla bow. So if you have custom, for example, custom color tips,
Mm-hmm.
if you use a custom link model, it might have a custom bow, for example.
Okay, interesting. Oh, there's a golden here.
Fountain is a foolish choice.
Oh, interesting. Okay. We could have
We
saved
don't need to do.
us the hint stones, but it's still nice information to have.
Yeah.
Ooh, end of W. Very nice.
What is this? Spell City?
Wait a second. That's not our boomerang in Jabu.
That's the soul of a.
That-
Where?
oh.
What?
What? Our path to Jabu in our path to Baronate in Jabu is the soul of Volvagia.
Which means Volvagia has to lock our boomerang. Our
Yes,
boomerang's
it
in
does.
fire.
Possibly in fire, possibly behind fire, because fire is the green med.
Oh, it could also be.
We get some kind of song behind it.
Yeah, we do have a song locked by it, so the song could be.
Ponas?
It
Storm? Sun song?
If it's a Ponas, so if it's a Ponas, then it has to be for GTG, or for Crossing the Wasteland.
Yeah.
So that has to be the logic for the seed. If it's Sun Song, then it's just you just go graveyard. It could be Requiem for Child Access, which gets you not that long
that's
shot
a
that's going to go
Ponas
with
out
Scotland.
because we just found the long shot.
Yep, so it can't be a Ponas. Which means...
Velvet is right. It could be Requiem for Child Spirit.
Yep, Requiem for Child Spirit, because that locks your boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
It could be if it's storms, then it could just be any storm slot check.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully there are not that many. There's Kokiri Storms, DMT Storm, Rock.
It can't be Kokiri storms. Kokiri is foolish.
Okay, that's even one less check, and of course the big one, bottom of the well.
Yeah.
Sunsong only has one check, which
Yep.
is Sangsong Grave and Graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
There is another strength in DMC. What?
Because every item in DMC major.
So far,
This is the only. Well, there's two checks left. This one and the other hint stone, and it's not this hint stone.
okay. But the normal checks, I would call them, we had a scale, a long shot, and a strength.
Is this the Death Mountain Creator Shopping Center?
Yes. Today it is.
Haunted Wasteland is still foolish.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, I remember when hint set, the hints settings. You could get a foolish hint and a sometimes hint for Haunted Wasteland.
Okay.
Oh, Logic Breakers.
We'll take more bomb shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be the case that you just got both, and it would be like you've wasted a hint as a result.
What's interesting that Sky didn't pick up the scale here in DMC.
No, probably thinking they don't need it.
Yeah, but we will have to go to ice, and it makes the way much quicker.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Also makes going into domain easier as child. You don't have to hike as much.
Yeah, true.
I think Sky has forgotten that they hadn't played Song of Time here, so they're just going to play Song of Time for these.
Makes sense. If you actually stand beneath two, you can, like, get the interaction box of both of them.
Yeah. I just saw that the second one spat out an item.
It's a good thing that he's playing this again, because
Yes.
there should be a letter that he hasn't gotten yet. There it is. He'll be happy to see that.
Yep. And I believe they've also got the soul of Baronade, so they're probably just going to rush.
Yes, they do.
Rush Jabu.
Or maybe not. We're going back at all.
Ice Cavern is in Logic now.
True. Yep, we're going back at all. Okay then.
I mean, Ozu's currently in Ice. And is
Yeah, I would
in
assume
Haste
that's
in
just
Ice. Excuse me.
We'll see
But
what
yeah.
we can find in ice here. There's 4 checks and 1 song. Unless I'm counting incorrectly.
You are correct. It's four checks, 1 song. And it is a happy 1 hour mark.
Ooh, happy 1 hour. Yes, we're 2 minutes late. Would you do the honors?
Sure thing. First of all, if you haven't already, go show our winners some love. We have Skygoro and Ozu today who have agreed to be on Restream. So, go follow them and go show them some support. Today's trackers, the unsung heroes, as they are, Tunnel Attack and 7 Deadly Sins. Thank you very much for keeping these trackers updated, and if you haven't already, please also go give them a follow, show them some love. I'm Quebeco Sky, and in the booth with me today is Blue Roses For You, and our restreamer and seed roller, and the one who organises and runs the Winter Wonderland is our very own Velvet. So yeah.
Yes, and thank you, Kamiko, for being here and commentating with me.
So Sky's on 6 gold sculptures.
Okay, not bad. You'll be able to pick up another 3 in Ice Cavern.
Yep. 3 in Ice Cavern. If time of day is right, we could pick up another one in Fountain.
I think with the loop, you'll just miss it.
Yeah.
Night isn't as long as day, so sometimes it's hard.
I think they when they had Ocarina of Time randomizer at GDQ this year, I think they said that nighttime is 20 seconds.
Oh, that's not a lot.
No.
Okay, so far Ice Cavern has been very good.
It's not 20. To be fair, I don't think it's 20 seconds. I think it's closer to 40 or 50 seconds.
I have to honestly say I've never timed it.
Yeah, I just know that from it turning nighttime, you have until around 50, counting to 15, in order to make Dampe time.
Yes. And that's about 3 hours, correct?
3 in-game hours or about 15 seconds real time.
So night should be 12 hours, correct? From 6 to 6?
I would assume so. Which
So
means
we would
it's probably
have
about
4
a minute.
times. Yeah. Interesting. Sometimes it definitely feels shorter than this.
Yes.
I usually try to catch those goals when they are just disappearing in the dawn.
Fair enough.
And there's strength 2 for Sky Goro.
Nice. We are a strong Hylian today.
And Kokiri Force still foolish.
Yep.
We get to have push drafts today.
Also, probably doesn't, not knowing the glitches jumps, probably also not trusting in in the ground jumps.
I find ground jumps in here on those ice physics so incredibly hard.
It does mess with timings a little. To be fair, the way I do ground jumps is comparatively weird compared to everyone else.
How do you do your ground jumps?
Drop a bomb, back walk, and then whilst you're back walking, you press shield and A at the same time.
Ah, okay.
So none of this sword swinging, none of this needing to pull out the sword business.
And that works?
Yeah.
Cool.
For me, it's just a timing thing.
Yeah, true.
Excuse me.
A lot of things are timing things.
Yep. When you think about it, it's really just a rhythm game.
Yeah, especially the execution, that's for sure.
Yes. I think Bongo Bongo is definitely a rhythm game.
And there we have Requiem. Requiem being the only thing we've found in ice.
So Requiem is not going to lead to our boomerang unless there's an item that locks access in spirits or something I don't know.
Yeah. That's interesting. That does mean, though, that something to PG, which the only thing that we're missing is our boss soul, is locked somewhere behind Requiem. So possibly, PG's soul in spirit?
PG's soul and spirit, more likely to be child spirit, just because we can cross as adult.
I mean,
logically.
always depends on key layout.
It just means that child side is logically required for Phantom Ganon.
Yeah.
Which, given our equipment, child side is required for its soul. Or an item that leads to the soul. Why are we...
That's Minuet.
Minuet.
Minuet can't be passed. Gaigoro found Sarius.
Not only that, there's 2 ways of crossing the wasteland.
Yes. I mean, it's nice for routing. Oh, look, K-Sword.
Oh, I
Was
see
that
what's
a
happening.
scale?
I see what's happening.
You see what's happening?
So Scrub Spatula, one of the hints is... Well, one of the hint commands, it looks wrong. Like, it starts with a comma.
Something broke.
No, actually, it's working as intended.
Ah, okay.
But at the same time...
We don't have an item yet.
Ah, there we go. I can see Velvet has now fixed it.
Well done, Velvet.
Yeah, I guess the system does not expect you to leave the topmost one blank.
Could be. There's Epona's song on Minuet.
So that's now 3 different ways we can make it.
And that might be just very handy for our trip to GGG if the runners don't know how to reverse Wasteland.
Useful for the GGG trip, it's useful for... well, I would say for Flag Archery, but we don't need to do that today. Yep. If we wanted to get the Zord Tunic for some reason, we don't need it, but we could, 10 big pros.
True. Yeah.
We don't need 10 big pros today, but maybe we're going for a get every item run.
Ooh, tracker percent. I like it. How are the Scrub Lords doing today? They're doing well. We are having a restrain between Sky Goro and Uzu, and they're about an hour and 12 minutes into their seed of Winter Wonderland. which is basically a scrub set with 2 extra features. One of them being we have shuffled boss souls, and the other one is that when we play Song of Time for a hint stone, that hint stone will give us an item.
Part of me feels like it should have been Song of Storm that gives you the item, because I believe Storms is the one that gets you the big fairy.
The big fairy, yes.
Yes. The ones that you can't put into a bottle.
Yes. But the others give you small fairies.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I think all the other songs can be small fairies, except for Sun Song. If you're in an area where time of day does not pass.
Yes. Yes, yes. That is true.
So, once Skygoro has beaten Ice Town, where do you think he's gonna go next?
I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would go towards Jabu. We as Restream know that there's only Volvagia's soul, but at his, like, from his viewpoint, I would definitely suspect a Vanilla Boomerang still.
Like at this point, it is either Vanilla Rang or an item that leads to the Rang. In which, to be fair, you could put it off because you could be thinking, okay, I can do Jabu a lot later when I need thinking time.
Yeah, true. I mean, you could also go to GTG on Sky's side. We have Strength 2, we have a bow, we have Long Shot. That might be a good idea as well.
Like, we have everything that we would need, except for Iron Boots, to full clear it.
Exactly.
So, we've even got Song of Time. Like, okay, sure, we start with Song of Time, but still, we have Song of Time. We can do all but one check. Which basically means we can do all checks.
Basically, unless Toilet suddenly decides to be an item.
Yeah.
Which, I think as a runner, you never want to see that.
No.
Where do you think Ozu's going next after clearing GC and DMC, probably?
I mean, we have Hammer. We've got basically, well, we're missing Hookshot on Ozu's top side.
Well, he's gonna receive one here in DMC Ferry in a second.
Yes. So, I would not be surprised if this is a fire play.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
You've got the Volvagia Soul, so you can beat Volvagia when you get the boss key. You've got everything that you could want to beat Volvagia. Maybe you want to go on Tunic, but you know, hopefully you know the quick strat and you can kill Volvagia before you die, or because you've got a bunch of boss souls, you just abuse some fairies.
Yes.
And
so also maybe for the climb.
Yeah. So I would not be surprised if this is a Volvagia play as a result.
And we've just seen on Sky's side that we're actually child locked in Spirit. We have not had any keys on adult side, so we're hard child locked.
Okay, so Requiem is required.
Mm-hmm.
It's required to complete Spirit Temple, which we know is past the Van Ganon, and
Yeah, that makes all of Spirit plus whatever is on OT viable as the path.
yes, well, as past to for Van Ganon.
Yes.
Child looked like an adult in the backseat.
I mean, that's not completely wrong, yes. And there we have silvers for Ozu, very nice.
Yeah, we are child locked.
Yep. Wait, I thought he checked this chest before.
I don't know. To be fair, you could do either, go either side, do one or the other.
True.
Most
Most probably you still have to do both.
Yeah, you're still going to check both anyway, and
Any
oh,
bonus song for Sky?
This is a forest play for Sky.
Interesting.
We can
What do you
beat.
think he's hoping to find?
I mean, we have everything we need to beat to do all the checks. We just can't beat the
PG, yeah.
Van Ganon. So it could just be thinking time. Forest Temple is one of those dungeons where it is just a I need to think location.
Yeah. I mean, most people probably call it nap time, but yes, thinking time is also a good way to describe it. And Uzu is picking up the scale that Sky chose to leave behind, so that's interesting. Ooh, is Sky picking up skulls for the hovers? He's already at 13.
Might be. Having the hovers is useful if you don't know recoil tricks or the jump in Fire Temple.
Yeah, that's true. And we're back with Ozu and Child Spirit, and he's planting the bean.
I don't think we've seen what was on the arch.
We have. There was a second scale there.
Ooh.
Which is potentially spicy.
I did not see what the kind of chest was dropped by on Child's side.
I believe it was a heart piece, but I'm not sure. OMG, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Zelda
Ooh.
Speedruns. How are you all doing today? Welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful restream. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah. For those of you joining us from the raid, this is a part of Scrub Central's Winter Wonderland event that is held. I think it's the third year in a row that it's been held.
Don't know.
The settings are, it's a normal Scrub seed, except we have boss souls shuffle, so we need to collect the boss souls in order to beat dungeons. And also we can play Song of Time to hint stones, and they will give us items. It's normal except not at all, yes.
And normal Scrubs rules means that we have 3 pre-completed dungeons already, so we start with 4 dungeon rewards and we need to collect all 9 dungeon rewards to build the bridge.
And we also need to beat all dungeons in order to beat Seed.
Yes.
So yeah, it's normal except not at all. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, this seed admittedly is a lot more normal than the past Winter Wonderlands have been, like in terms of setup and stuff. But yeah, it's still not normal at all.
No. And each Winter Wonderland is you have each seed is a different set of settings as well.
Yes.
Some of them may have randomized elements to them, whilst others are completely just rolled with the settings, and we see what we get. We've got Triforce Hunt set base seeds. We've got Slay Ganon base seeds. It is a taste into what you can do in Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
Yes. And a wonderful learning experience. Like every Winter Wonderland, I've learned something new about the seeds, the randomizers, logic. It's been an absolute pleasure playing these seeds. Even though I know that the settings can be quite challenging as well, because you really test out what you know about the game already.
Is the lesson the seed double dip Jabu?
Apparently.
Apparently. Well, it's forced double dip.
Yes, forced double dip.
The lesson is to never back down.
I mean,
Never
that's
surrender?
always a wonderful lesson to learn.
Yes.
And Sky's going to GTG, like we predicted earlier.
Correct density is good. We also get to check this this Gerudo Valley check. Hammer Rocks.
Yes, which is very nice. Because there could be something here. There's
Nope.
not, but there could be.
Double dipping, double hint stones checking, double GTG pass, double word in the title for this episode.
Yes, lots of doubles. And Sky Goro's up to 16 skulls.
I think for this seed, Sky Goro has named themselves Velvet.
Okay.
You know what would have been better? Well, what would have been really good? If we had Sky Rias either playing the seed or commentating in the booth.
Apparently, Sky always names himself after Velvet if they are on restream.
Huh, fair enough.
last skulls for Ozu to get the 10.
And meanwhile, we've just seen that Fortress is now just dead. We don't need to do any of the checks here.
I mean, we only had that one check left because HBA
Yeah.
was hinted. Are the scrubs sterile? I may not be sterile enough to watch this.
I have no idea
Okay, good.
what's being said there. Like,
What do you expect that we'll find here in GTG? We do have a path to Wolf, but basically we have everything.
path to Volve. So actually, what could it be? Because we've already got. It could be straight to ABC because it's not the Volvagian.
I mean, if
Castle is
OGC has something, well, that could be right.
OGC, yeah.
I mean, we could be maybe chasing a tunic path.
I think it is just a tunic path at this point. That's the only item that we don't have.
It can't be like a skull path, just 20 iron logic with just one of all the items that we have.
Yeah, like we can get 20 skulls. And the only dungeons we need to beat, we've either already got their boss soul for, or beating that dungeon wouldn't help anyway for our progression. So yeah, this is just a tunic path. If it wasn't for the fact that GTG was also hinted as path for somewhere else, I can't remember what it was hinted path for.
I believe it was Twin Rover. It is Twin Rover, so maybe our Mirror Shield?
Mirror Shield is probably in here. In fact, I think it's only Mirror Shield. It could be spicy, and it could be a claim trick.
Oh, okay. DMT is foolish though, isn't it?
Wait, it's DMT. Hold on.
I think it was foolish.
Yes, it is. So, okay. The only thing. Okay, we understand what's going on.
Tunic path.
Yeah. So our Twin Rover path here has to be Mirror Shield. So we are just looking for the Mirror Shield. Whether that be in the centre of the maze, as we saw that was a big chest, big gilded chest, or it's somewhere else in this dungeon, we don't know.
Yeah. So, Starks, basically the bosses at the end of all the dungeons have been collected and mixed into the overworld, and we just call them souls. Until you collect these so-called souls, you won't be able to fight the bosses, and therefore you won't be able to complete your dungeon. There's a Mirror Shield, just
There's
as
the
you
Mirror Shield.
predicted.
Which means we have so we have everything we need for Volvagia, for Twin Rover even. We've got everything we need for Volvagia. Sky just needs to go to Jabu.
Yes.
Phantom Ganon, we're missing this soul for Phantom Ganon, aren't we?
Yes, and we're missing a boomerang.
Boomerang is locked behind Volvagia though, so that one will lead into itself.
Well, yes, but just like logically, we're missing.
Do we have a? No, we don't have a path to Phantom Ganon.
We don't?
Not at the moment.
No, we do.
Oh, yeah,
Ice
we do.
Cavern to
Requiem.
Phantom Ganon.
So
What's Requiem?
it's Requiem, which means we need to beat Spirit Temple.
Yes.
In which case, if I was Sky, I would bail on GTG.
I probably would as well. I
We
mean,
have
what do you expect in here?
We have everything we need to beat Spirit Temple. We have everything we need to beat Fire Temple. Maybe they're looking for Volvagia's soul, but we know that's in Jabu.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Hmm.
And there's Ozu with a King Dodongo fight.
Ozu is going to be is doing these dungeons slower, but I would not be surprised. That's not the end of the world because you might end up beating these dungeons back to back to back to back as a result.
And I mean, he's the knowledge of the Volvagia soul, and he's been to Jabu. Granted, he didn't
Yep.
have FW, which would have really helped him out, but still. It's really close, I would say.
Hmm. Another thought has crossed my mind as to why Sky is still in here,
Mm-hmm.
and that is because central, the center of the maze is a major item. So might be thinking I need to get that.
Oh, that could be.
Which, if Volvagia locks Iron Boots, and there is a small key on Central Pillar, then in that specific situation only would that would Central Pillar be locked by Toilet logically?
Yes.
We know it's not hard locked by it, because if we are smart with our keys, we just don't use the keys on the right side.
And we know that water is dead.
Yes. Oh, water's been completed, so we don't need it for that.
Lots of keys. We will need 7 of them. And there's a gold scale for Ozu. And toilet is indeed an item. That's worrying.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
How about a gold scale path for lab dive?
Ooh.
I think at least that's where Ozu's going here.
Hmm.
Unless he's just picking up the ferry. I mean, that could be as well, but...
Okay, another bomb bag. Bomb bag in the
That was
center of the
very
maze.
anticlimactic.
Yes.
And Ozu's doing lab dive. What is in there?
It's in
Or is
logic.
it truly Spirit? I mean, Spirit has a lot more checks.
Hmm.
Never
Oh, that's the
mind.
Sword of Phantom Ganon.
It is gold scale path for lab dive.
Oh, God.
Wow.
So we're in no mode.
Mm-hmm. And you actually needed to pick up both scales because this cannot be done because we haven't found ions anywhere.
Yeah.
Guy did not pick up the scale in DMC, and he hasn't picked up the one in Colossus either.
Hmm.
That could potentially be very bad for him, which really sucks.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Never
Sky
mind.
being bailed out by second magic.
Magic on 10.
Yes.
So
Basically, our runners have a lot of dungeons to do now.
magic's now a uranium bar? It's
It has become a bar, so if you shuffle your pots, the magic jars can be shuffled into them as well, and you can distinguish between having your actual magic bar and having a magic refill.
Hmm.
So on deaf branches, it's now a magic bar, yes. And since we're playing with very exotic settings today, the creator of Winter Wonderland has chosen to roll this one on a deaf branch.
yes. Speaking of, the path is really Requiem for Scale for Soul, which is beautifully
yes, it
evil.
is. Where's Sky going now?
We
Double play?
played possibly. Like I think this is the fastest walk to Jabu, especially given time of day.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a scale, so he wouldn't be able to do Minuet.
Yeah. Oh, there's that big
Yes.
stabby.
Nice. Who would have thought that would have rolled magic drops into bomb and arrow drops in that they were blue rupee until you got them bottom sort of thing? And right, we did pick up a K-sword in Colossus. And hello Winter, welcome to the Scrub Central, and thank you for the raid. We are playing some nice settings, which is a scrub space with Soul Shuffle and the extra feature that if we play Song of Time for a hintstone, it will give us an item.
Super useful.
Yeah, it's been very nice so far.
And to be fair, the seed hasn't been that disgusting either.
No,
Like,
it's been beautiful to be honest.
yeah, the logic's been fine.
I really like that removed vanilla boomerang.
Yes. It's a bit like hyperextended letter paradox.
Yes. I love that help just totally came through as an acronym for scrubs.
Yeah. In fact, hold on. Let me. Yeah, Ultimate Bronze Noob coined at the term.
Yes, during my restream.
Yes. I knew that was a use of the help command.
And thank you for always taking care of Scrubs Butler for us. Help beat the seed? Well, but you'll have to do that all on your own.
Are you from the future and that command is created later?
That is a beautiful message. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think every year people are learning more and more about that fella. So
I mean, Butler predicted shortly before restream that the seed is going to be 2% bullshit. I think he's not that far off, to be honest.
I would love to know how many times Professor has used that. Has had that command used. Mainly because I'm curious as to how likely it was to say 2%.
Okay.
The command is coded in such a way that every time the command gets used, it gets more and more likely for the bigger numbers to get pulled.
Ah, okay.
On average, 2%. That sounds like it was its first call as well.
Josh.
I get the feeling Velvet clears the bot.
I mean, oh wow.
Even though this is a random number generator support,
That
the
is
bot
just
is predicting this is just an absolutely beautiful seed. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no bullshit. There's no.
I am
rubbish.
convinced that Scrubs Butler is listening to us, though.
Who knows?
Ah, that's a little more. Still pretty tame, but a little more. Okay, so we have both in spirit. Ozu has already done Child Spirit, at least the first 2 checks. So
Whereas
he'll be
Sky
able
Goro-
to advance to Adult Spirit.
Whereas Sky Guru is doing checks as child, just because they are, they were child now. They've already done the adult early checks.
And I actually prefer doing the Firelock checks as a child out of logic here.
I think it's still in logic anyway.
Well, yes, because we have all the items, but like.
No, as in doing this Firelock check as child is in logic.
Really?
So in order to be able to do it, you need all 5 keys, or you need enough keys that you can access it as child and adult, which is usually 5 keys. Because it assumes the worst key usage.
Yes.
Spirit key logic is a myth. But yeah, if you're a child there, you can just use your sticks. You don't need to have this fire or fire arrows and a bow.
But, like, the logic of the seed wouldn't expect us to come here with just sticks and complete the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Toxic Oxygen did do a Spirit Temple logic guide.
And many runners are very thankful for it.
Yes.
Also finding out that all of Adult Spirit so far has been dead. And Child Spirit has been hard to acquire. There will be a test on this next week. Study up. Uh-oh. What have you planned, Velvet?
Oh dear. Am I glad that I accidentally double booked myself for Winter Wonderland 7?
Yes, there will be 3 more restreams on Winter Wonderland. The restreams happen Wednesdays and Saturdays, and there will be next Wednesday, next Saturday, and the Wednesday after that. And then Winter Wonderland will sadly be over.
On top of that, seeds are released 24 hours before the restream happens. So if you want to watch the restream, then you can play the seed the day before. If you want to be a part of the restreamed race, then you can. And also, if you don't have any spoilers, because, you know, maybe you didn't get to watch the first restream and you haven't therefore played the seed, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what any of the checks are in the first seed, you can still play that seed later on. It is async rules, basically. No Flash today, is Saturday.
Yep. I am already on Sunday, though.
It will become Sunday in 4 minutes for me.
Ah, okay, okay. But yeah, definitely not Friday. I don't think there's a time zone late enough for it to actually be Friday.
No. It is possible for us to have a place in the world be Friday and a place in the world be Sunday. But I think that requires it to be midday UTC. Which doesn't, which isn't right now. It's 12 hours ago. Because I think there are places which are, I believe there's a place that's plus 13 and a place that's minus 12.
So that would cover about 25 hours. That makes sense. Sometimes it's really cool how time zones work together.
Yes.
Oh, what do we have here?
Oh, it's just a boss key.
Just a boss key.
It's vanilla.
These boss key chests have gotten me very excited. Okay. I keep expecting to see souls everywhere.
Well, we don't need 3 of the souls.
True. The skulls are not dead. 20 gives an unrequired hover boots, and 10 gave us second magic. Or first, depending on which one you picked up first, I guess.
Yeah. Uh, 40 and 50 are disabled.
Yes. They always are in scrap settings, because scrap settings are more beginners settings. Oh, but it's making me anxious. Are more beginner settings, and it's just beginner friendly to have 40 and 50 turned off.
I mean, to be fair, it is learning hint routing and skill routing and skill logic. It's 40 and 50 skulls can be more disgusting, especially when you have a 40 of 40 or a 50 of 50 for a required item.
Yeah, or like your first hook on 40-50. That would just give a seed like that to absolute beginners, like we sometimes have here on Scrub Central, and they'll never finish.
Give a scrub a seed and they'll run for a day. Teach a scrub to AD plus 50 and they'll be a childhood for life. Sounds like that might not be the case for one of these Winter Wonderlands coming up. We might have 40 and 50 skull seed. Ooh.
Yeah?
Or it
Who
might
knows
be that
what velvet comes up? Maybe 100 gold token bridge.
Or maybe 40 skulls will be enabled in the next Scrubs tournament settings.
Ooh, that would be spicy.
It would be, yes. Oh god, we're giving Velvet ideas.
I mean, Velvet always writes down the worst ideas of them all.
Yeah.
And Happy Midnight, yes.
Happy Midnight.
The whole because Velvet created this, we're on English or UTC time, so Happy Midnight.
Yes. And Velvet is probably still scarred from a few underscore multiple charity bridge.
I mean, I can understand that.
Hmm?
It's not midnight until TikTok shuts down. Oh my.
Which is in 5 to 8 hours?
Something like that. Wii U. Okay. And both of our runners are synced up very nicely. They're both at the top of Spirit and finishing up Spirit. Where do you think Sky will go next?
Honestly, I would like Sky. I think Forest. Wait.
Yeah, makes sense. He doesn't have the boss soul, and he's done almost all of it though.
Yeah, you can do Forest Temple though. So, oh yeah, Skygore has been in Forest already. So I would, if I was Skygore, you've got Fire that you could scout, or you've got Jabu.
I would go Jabu because in his position, I would think that I can complete it.
Yeah, like I think Jabu's the better play because it gives you thinking time. It can give you information. You know, like Jabu could have stuff besides.
Or it could just straight up give you another dungeon reward.
Yeah. Like Jabu gets you what? Spirit Med? That's another item.
Yeah, definitely. Our river check's done. Our runners have done everything except Frogs 1 and 2. Frogs 2 has been hinted dead though, so it's only Frogs 1. But we haven't found storms anywhere. It's either behind fire or behind spirit.
Another tick towards like beat Jabu. You could get Volvagia's soul in Temple of Time.
Yeah. That is totally possible. Now Ozu, on the other hand, he can just go on to Forest and complete Forest.
Beat Forest, beat Fire, beat Jabu.
Yeah, he has a lot of progression to push.
You know, life's good. We are in go mode.
No, we're missing a boomerang on his side though.
But we know that Volvagia leads to it. So either Boomerang is somewhere in Fire Temple that's locked behind Volvagia, or it is an item that's locked behind Volvagia that will lead to it, which at this point
is
can only
Storm.
be, which is either a song in Storms.
No, we just received Sun Song on OOT. It's Storms behind Fire.
Okay. So either Rang is locked behind Fire Temple, which is, you know, behind a Volvagia track. So either Volvagia is a small key and it's deeper in Fire, or Volvagia is the Boomerang. Or it is the Storms, and Storms gets you your Boomerang, or the item that leads to Boomerang.
All of these are very good possibilities, yeah.
Yes. At which point, it is either Boomerang or Iron Boots.
I'm sorry, but that looks very, very interesting. Back walking into the reader and almost being hugged by it.
Okay, it is not Iron Boots. It is strictly Boomerang. Either being on Volvagia, deep into fire with Volvagia having a small key, or being Storms locked.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we are in go mode because we know where our Vang is enough that we can just say we're in go mode.
And Velvet is right. That's a potential bailout for Sky if he does lap dive out of logic. I don't know if he'll see the path though. I think he's heading back to GTG to do toilet. Because we have a GTG to Wolf path. We're in almost no mode on Ozu's side. Sky is missing Volvagia Soul, PG Soul, and Boomerang.
Whereas Ozu is just missing the Boomerang.
Yes.
But we know we've logicked out where the Boomerang is.
Yeah. It would be very weird if it's not somewhere in the places you just mentioned.
Yes. I mean, we could do a prediction for where the Boomerang is. Do we think it's in Fire Temple, or do we think it's Storm Locked?
Always nice.
Yeah. There are people who have gone to see them know that is true.
Yeah.
The question is, do we know who they are? And have they been predicting in the predictions?
Well, I know, and I haven't been predicting. Bet Termina Field. I like that. Who's up for a round of Compromiser?
I've never played.
Majora's Mask?
No. But anyway, happy 2-hour mark. Blue Roses?
Yeah, happy 2 hours. Should I do the honors?
You do the honors, I did the 1
Alright.
hour mark.
Thank you to our runners, Sky, Goro, and Ozu, who are letting us restream them, and they're putting on an amazing show. Thank you for to our trackers who are keeping us up to date, putting all the items on the screen, Tumultac and 70 Sins. And thank you to our wonderful restreamer, who is also the creator of this whole format, Velvet. And thank you to my lovely co-commentator, Kamiko Sky. Go give them all a follow.
And especially go give a follow to Blue Roses, who is also in the booth today.
It's my pleasure. It is always fun to come with you, Kamiko.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have the GTG double dip.
Yeah, the second visit of GTG for Sky. It is an item.
Yes,
Probably
it
thinking
is.
this is required. So, or it could be required, like still hunting for that Volvagia soul, and that's hunting down the soul.
I mean, we know it's not there, but the Volvagia soul in the toilet, that would be a pretty funny place to keep
That
it.
would be an ironic thing, yeah. Well, isn't that ironic? IRONIC. It's also a wallet pass.
Yes. Wallet paths are always very suspicious.
Yes.
And just as we predicted, Ozu in Forest Temple just rushing dungeons now. I do believe that Ozu completed Spirit Temple, though. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, it's not Oops AD, Starks. We have to do all dungeons anyway, just to see
Yes.
as I'm pre-completed.
Thank you, trackers. Yeah, Sky is not happy with that outcome and with a brown box that will not have a soul.
Yeah. Walking out to Toto, what did you miss?
Nothing?
Yeah, toilet's dead.
Yep. And we're in Forest Temple, so time for a nap.
There's not a time for a nap. I don't want a nap. If I nap now, I'm gonna be asleep for the rest of the restream, and you're gonna hear me snore. Until
I
Velvet
can
kicks me
totally
out of the
understand.
call, in which case, you know.
Why are we collecting skulls?
Might want the 20.
Okay.
Might just be their routing for the dungeon. They might not realize or remember that they don't need it.
19 tokens. Okay, okay, I can see that.
Excuse me.
No worries, it's late.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Sky going now?
Getting the scale.
Picking up the scale? Okay, interesting. I mean, he does have irons. If he's thought of lap dive, he could just do that. Or he might want it for Jabu, easy access.
Easy access to Jabu is the more likely situation. Less likely, but still, within the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Just wanting it because it's useful for traversal as child. You never know if you're also going to need to do. Although to be fair, I think the only reason why we need scale, other than for logic, is just to get to Jabu more easily, and
Yeah. If you could choose between Fire and Forest Temple, which one would you prefer?
if I could choose between fire or forest.
Well, Ozu had 2 dungeons to pick, and he chose Forest, obviously.
In this situation, I'd do fire first.
Okay. Why?
Because I know that Volvagia locks my rank. Therefore, because I can just go mode Forest Temple, I only need to pick up the keys in the dungeon.
Okay.
I can, as a result, leave it till last and not care about it. Whereas if I go into fire first, I can do as much of fire as I can until I get my boomerang, or until I can confirm it's not boomerang wash.
Yeah, those are fair points.
So yeah, I would leave the loadable dungeon till last, because then it's just a breather. It's not needing to worry. you can
I mean-
just
There really isn't that much to go mode in Forest, though.
no.
And Ozu is realizing he is not going back to GTG.
Yep. Ozu probably just knows that they are in go mode at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and that if they are going back to GTG, it's you can just trek back. Like you've got
Yes.
Serenade, you've got Requiem. You can either reverse Wasteland or just hop on Epona and Lake Hylia.
Yes. Mm-hmm. One thing I like to do is hookshot these. I think it makes it much easier.
I tend to just use Deku Nuts.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
There's another thought. Sky Goro might be picking up the scale just to get the Ruto's Ruto's letter item. Obviously we know it's a bow. Although to be fair, that bow has now turned into some wet arrows, which are probably not going to be easy to fire. But once you've got rid of those arrows, you've got a perfectly serviceable quiver. Yeah, if I was... Yeah, I would do Fly Temple first.
Probably do Forest first. I don't think I would like to do more of fire than I absolutely have to.
You're going to need to do... Like, in this situation, you do have to do the same amount of fire as you would have had you done fire first or fire second.
Yeah, but it's not much different in Forest. There was like one chest we could skip here. That was the
Well-
soul of Bongo Bongo.
Hmm.
So I don't think it would make that much of a difference.
Unless we end up seeing gold chests in here, because we know that we don't need to do them.
True, but so far we really haven't seen all that much.
Yeah. At that point, I
Forest
think it
is
just
very dead.
comes down to personal preference. Which one would you rather do first?
Yeah, true.
Would you rather do a dungeon that you don't like first? Would you rather save it till last?
A Forest just bores me, so yeah, I don't know. Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Whereas for me, I don't like Fire Temple as much as I like Forest Temple. I think Forest Temple is a bit more tranquil. It's going to calm me down after, going through Fire Temple.
Yeah, I can see that. Being bullied by the stingers.
Yeah.
Those can be really mean sometimes.
Unless you've got plenty of Deku Sticks, in which case you just
Yeah, just smash them.
just smack, 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 smack.
And the nice thing about this is Sky has FW, so he might remember to set it.
I would love to see Sky set it, especially if he's going into the room now. Set it.
Yes, and he won't even have to care for Ruto.
Yes. Because we can just meet Ruto. Yeah.
Thinking pause.
You can't do anything else here, so this is probably just a go adult, go fire,
Mm-hmm.
beat fire, go get your Rang, go Jabu, beat Jabu. God mode, go mode, no mode. We are in no mode. We know where everything is, or we can work out where we need to go for what we need.
Yeah, we know where everything is.
Yes.
That's why no mode. I personally wouldn't call it go mode because we don't actually have everything that we need yet.
No. This is a no mode, not a go mode, just because whilst we don't need what's it called? We don't know, just even though we know more or less where Rang is, we don't have it. If we had it, it would be a go mode.
Yes. I love the music here.
Darius' song is a bop.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a pop.
Oh, yeah. I understood a bot, and I'm like, hold on, what?
Yeah, it turns out Darius' song is what powers Scrub's Bustler. I mean, it makes sense, you know, with the whole Deku Scrub forest area.
True. I mean, Devin, while that might be true, there really aren't that many places left it can actually be, and our path seems to be pretty straightforward. There's not a lot that we can actually find that will still send us a different place.
Yeah, our boomerang is either in Fire Temple, in the bottom of the well, or a very spicy Zora's River.
Yes.
Just coming in off the off the top rope and
Yes. Wow, that's quite the spicy seed that has been just redeemed. All reachable, full soul shuffle, dungeon ER, and age-restricted boss shuffle.
Yeah, it just means that you're not expected to fight bosses like Phantom Ganon and Bongo Bongo as a child, even though you can fight those bosses as a child.
Decoupled entrances are also a feature that is rarely seen on Restream because they're just very confusing for the viewer.
Yes.
I mean, not just for the viewer, to be honest. Grotto Simulator, yes.
So we're seeing go on City Tracks. This makes sense on Skyside for looking for Phantom Ganon's soul. Your child, you know, you're able to get here easily enough as from where you were.
Yeah, but like it doesn't make sense if he looks at his past. But I think guys abandoned logic and is just trying to full clear the seed.
So we are abandoning reason for madness.
Yes, I mean, isn't that like the requirement at the door?
Only in Middle Earth, I would assume.
Ah, okay. Sky's back to adult. Where are we going?
Volvagia.
That's
We're
fire.
going
Okay.
Fire Temple. We are basically just chasing this Baronade path to.
That makes sense, yeah.
Javi path to Baronade.
That makes sense, yes. And Sky did pick up the wallet, so he could buy a tunic, but he seems to opt not to.
You've got
Also
what?
doesn't even have a wallet or a Goron tunic, so that'll be a little more spicy.
We have 9 hearts. So we do have plenty of time in Fire Temple.
But stranger things have happened.
Yeah. I also thought Ozu had a wallet. I thought they picked one up from DC.
Well, their 99 is still in green, so I don't think so.
In Ozu's shoes, they beat his forest. I'd want him to just go flying.
Yeah.
Just.
I think he's picking up the hover boots to go to fire.
Yeah. Maybe doesn't know the jump, or doesn't trust himself with the jump enough to.
Yeah, and we don't know how far we'll have to climb.
Yeah.
So...
Also, there's an item on 10 spells.
True.
Which we know is another magic.
But Ozu didn't until like a minute ago.
Yep.
And there we got it. We got the fire kit, so now we can go.
We can new.
And I mean, let's be honest, hovers make every dungeon in this game better.
Yeah, like the dungeons weren't designed with hover boots in mind, except for Shadow Temple. So we can break we can break dungeons as a result with logic.
Yeah.
With these hover boots. It's also just safer as well with the hover boots on in some cases.
Who's excited for double fire, everyone?
We love double fire. It's better than double forest.
It is, definitely is, yes.
Luckily we dodged double forest temple today.
Yeah, that really worked out. It's crazy to see, despite the huge differences in routing, how close the runners still are though.
Yeah. And like Skygoro is slightly ahead in Fire Temple.
But he's missing the souls, so...
But missing the souls for Phantom Ganon. So it is basically just a slight advantage in fire versus Phantom Ganon beaten.
Yes.
Because
So I
Skygoro
would put him
has...
slightly behind if I had to choose. But not, like, majorly.
Yeah, like it's maybe slightly behind. Like clean execution, Skygoro would win the race out of these two.
Definitely, yeah.
And after doing this, going to Lake Hylia and just out of logic lab die. And freeing the Goron.
I love that. Skygoro frees his brother.
Don't think he was meant to do that, but at the same time...
No, I don't think so either, but I'm just gonna take it as...
Take it as we're freeing the Goron brothers. Goron brothers and sisters.
I've recently read somewhere that apparently the Goron females and the Goron males look exactly the same. So when talking to a Goron in like Goron City or Fire Temple, you don't know if it's a female or a male.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
That is good knowledge.
I mean, good is relative. Nobody really cares, but you know.
No.
Oh, and there's the Bosky in the shortcut.
Ooh.
I really dislike the shortcut because you know about it so freaking early. And then you just need ages to get there.
I mean, it is a nicer check to peak, especially if you end up, like, if you don't make it there. You know, okay, this might be a required item. Oh, I can't get to Volvagia, so I need to, I need to beat Volvagia, and then I can come back. And I know that if I come back, there's a good chance that there's an item I need. Or you could go, I don't actually need this item, I can just gamble, not need to go deeper in 5.
So, question. We know the Bosky is in shortcut.
Yeah.
Would you climb fire or go check the storms first?
I would pick up Bosky. I would set Farore's weight. And I would do Fire Temple before I do Storms checks. Purely and simply because if it's in Fire Temple, it is a lot slower to age change. If it turns out it was in the well, I've saved myself time on the chance that it wasn't in well.
Okay, yeah.
If it wasn't, if it's in, and if it's in Fire Temple and I choose to go well, there is, that time loss of 2 age changes.
Yeah, sense.
So for me, it's all about mitigating the time loss if I'm wrong versus, choosing which one I think it is in.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh yeah. For me, I would probably climb fire as well. Well, I did climb fire yesterday. Because fire has hurt me so many times that I'm usually full clearing fire no matter what.
Yeah, I don't like Fire Temple at the best of times. But my choices are Fire Temple or, Fire Temple first, or gamble, and if I fail the gamble, I have to do 2 age changes. I'd rather Fire Temple.
Yeah, makes sense. One recoil, a safe quit, and then we'll be facing Wolf on one side.
Yes. Unless this is surprise boss soul jujitsu. Nope, it is the boss key.
Oh, that would have been spicy, yeah.
It would have been a needed boss soul. And I think Skygore was just debating.
Having a hard think about it.
I think the other side of it is, if Volvagia is not a small key, then I know that Fire Temple is not locked by Volvagia. If Fire Temple is not locked by Volvagia, Boomerang cannot be in Fire Temple.
Yeah.
Therefore, in that situation and that situation only, would you just rush bottom of the well and, because you know they can't be in it can't be in fire at that point.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. I had not thought about that.
I count 9 hearts on Sky Goro's side,
Mm-hmm.
which gives you 1 minute and 12 seconds per fairy.
2 minutes and 24 seconds. So
Yes.
with that fairy,
So
we
just under
should be
2.5
able to do that.
And just under 2.5 minutes with the Goron sword. That fairy's just a safety net. And safety nets are good.
Safety nets are very good. And I'm definitely the team. Picking up the fairy might take some time, but it's much less time than actually dying to a boss and having to do it again.
Yes. It's much faster to pick up a fairy than it is to redo a boss.
Yes.
I think Sky Goro could kill Bavagia in this Goron fight.
Yes. And very nice quick kill of Volvagia.
Beautiful beautiful quick kill on Bavagia.
And there's the boss key for Ozu.
Okay, we go well.
Yep.
We don't spend another second in Fire Temple. We just go straight to the bottom of the well via Temple of Time to get our Song of Storms.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
And I do like Ozu's play of Set for All's Wind. Because if it is deeper in fire, you're going to save time.
Yes, it will.
You don't have to climb.
You don't have to go through the lava room and do the climb. It's just much faster.
Yes. However, Ozu is going to have, 1 minute and 4 seconds per
per
fairy.
fairy, yeah.
So if you pick up only one fairy,
Oh.
or
Apparently we're YOLOing it.
You can kill in a minute. It's harder to do with Master Sword.
Yeah.
And you're basically saying if Volvagia flies, I'm dead. Unless they've got a fairy that we don't know about.
That we forgot about and don't know about.
Yeah.
I do believe they picked one up earlier.
Oh, I've just had a thought. There's a 4th area that our boomerang can be.
Okay.
3rd now because we know it's not in 5. Hyrule Castle.
Storm's Grotto. There's a hint stone there. Yes. Oh wow! I did not think about that.
That is that is evil and you love it. Yes.
I mean, of course, would love it.
We forgot about it because normally we'd never need to see Castle Storms.
Yes, in scrap settings, that hint stone is turned off and therefore never accessed by a scrub.
Ozu isn't going to make it.
Yeah, no, we're dead.
We are, unfortunately, dead.
Oh, unless he still has the fairy.
Yeah, like, I'm not seeing a quit. I'm not seeing a reset.
But it's good to know to pull yourself up when you have a fairy, because this way you'll die up here and not drop back in the lava and lose your first hearts again. They have 2 fairies. Okay, so we're
Okay, we
totally fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We've got a total of what? 3 minutes,
3 minutes
and 12 seconds. Like, if we are not killing Volvagia in that time, then
Don't
this
jinx
boss
it.
fight.
Oh my gosh. Now, if our rank is seriously... Soul of Morpho, what a troll. If our boomerang is seriously in Hyrule Castle 3, Storm's Grotto, will our runners actually think about that?
I don't know. I would assume so, because we know that there's a hint to it now and we know it's disabled. So one would hope that they would think about it.
I don't know. Yes, I agree. Density first. I don't even know why we went river first, but...
I think river first just because of accessibility. It's a lot quicker to go to river now, when we had the time of day to leave Hyrule Castle, than it would be to go to go there after doing bottom of the well, just because we would have to walk out of bottom of the well, or it's a slow climb up.
Yeah, but if you've, like, if there's nothing on frogs, you've just lost a minute, minute and a half.
Whereas if it was on frogs, and it's not in a well, you
That's
could lose
true, but the
bit more
chance
time.
that it is in the bottom of the well is much higher. There's like, what, 11
It
checks in here?
is. There's more checks in here.
And yes, Tomotak, Sky does still need to do lap dive to get his forest. His PG soul. 11 checks? Okay, thank you, Noity.
Well, there's a
there's
gilded
gilded.
chest.
It's not gilded.
Ozu is going straight to
Well, okay. Imagine being 2:30 in and have to do forest. Well, Sky cleared almost all of forest. He basically
yeah.
only has to beat PG at this point.
But I imagine they're gonna full clear anyway, just because they are still missing that Phantom Ganon soul, and therefore it might just be.
Yeah,
it
that
might
would
be
make a lot of
density.
yeah.
Like they're just doing density checks. You don't want to change age, twice for no reason.
Yeah. The good thing about the boss souls being in boss key chests is you can easily peek them.
Yeah. It also means that we, at this point, we can skip gilded chests on Skyglower's side. We can skip them because we don't need any more major items. Ozu just straight up gets that rank.
Very nice.
Get banana, fail.
Yeah,
you're in go
totally
mode.
fair.
You have in go mode.
And Ozu did not have FW when he was in Jabu for the first time, so he'll have to swim there.
Yes.
Well, swim walk.
There is the scenario that Skyglower is in here to search for the second scale. However, I don't think that's that's what's going to happen.
If he mispeaked it, maybe, but
Yeah, like I think
oh, rip shield.
Rip Shield. We did not want to lose the shield there. I mean,
Ooh.
to be fair, that wallet's gonna help replace it.
Yeah, but you're not going to Fury to buy a shield.
Probably not, no. That is a very wallet-locked wallet. Yes, it is.
Oh, indeed it is, yes. Which would also explain the wallet path we found.
Hmm.
I'd be interested to know that we know that there's one Goron tunic distributed in every seat in Randode. Where that is hiding, probably somewhere in Ganon's castle.
For it to be, wallet lock, wallet locks,
Mm-hmm.
wallet was. I think I was trying to say wallet locked and wallet was at the same time. Yeah, for it to be wallet was, Goron tunic has to be locked by that wallet, and potentially that wallet also needs to lock a wallet. Therefore, the only places that wallet can be, that Goron tunic can be, is Hyrule Castle Storms,
Mm-hmm.
or
Well, or castle.
or Castle. Ganon's Castle.
Yeah.
Or outside Ganon's Castle if Strength 3 is locked by it as well.
And yes, Velvet, of course we'd like to know where the Goron tunic is. It is in Ganon's castle light trial lullaby chest. That is hard locked. Wallet locked.
We love wallet walls.
Mm-hmm. I wonder where strength 3 is though. If we need it for that Goron tunic. Probably somewhere in Ganon's castle as well.
It might be Ganon's Castle, yeah.
Why is Ozu opening this chest?
Probably thinking, ooh, boss key.
Yeah.
Or, ooh, soul that I may
Probably
need.
muscle memory. Gold
Yeah.
chest, get it. Oh. Our 3 strengths are actually all in the overworld.
Huh.
It's Hyrule Field Deku Scrap Grotto, DMC Upper Grotto Chest, and in Zora's River near Domain Freestanding.
Hmm.
Very, very interesting.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact. If you have Rose Wind, you
Yes.
don't have to kill the I think they're called stingers, the jellyfish? Or the berries.
The
You don't need
berry.
to kill the berries. You only need to kill the tentacle.
Yes.
And then Rose Wind out.
Well, these are actually called berries.
Oh.
The slightly larger ones are called berries.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one is called Baronade. It's quite cute in my opinion.
Very Baronade.
Mm-hmm.
They're like Abracadabra and Alakazam.
Sounds like Pokemon.
Yes.
Indeed it does.
Doodle doo doo do 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 do. Congratulations, your Beery has evolved into a Barry. Do 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 do. What would be the evolution requirements then for a Beery to evolve into a Barry, and for Barrys to evolve into Baronade?
I mean, that sounds incredible and completely out there, But it could. I can totally see it happening.
Don't make me press speed. What's the move set? Razor Shell, Thunderbolt. I think it's Razor Shell, Thunderbolt, Shell Smash, and
Harden.
no, it's not Harden.
Agility. Oh, that's cute.
Rollout. Withdrawal's a decent idea.
I mean, they tend to do that as well, so I like
Yeah.
that.
Could also know bounce.
Oh, okay.
Harry, the infectious Pokemon. It is set to evolve after being ingested by other Pokemon. I don't think it would learn Dig.
That'd be weird.
Would it learn Dive, actually?
Rapid Spin? Ooh, I like Rapid Spin as well.
Rapid Spin for Barry and Baronade. Berries cannot learn it. For... yeah. Possibly Thunder Wave as well. I love how we're just coming up with there's a potential Pokemon for Zelda monsters. Okay, here, would the typing be water electric?
Of course, yes. All you're hearing is something you don't want to fight? I mean, yes. Shellfish armor. I love the creativity of chat, definitely.
Yes.
100%. Electric water is weak to boomerang. Did we know that?
I mean, what if the Boomerang is a grass type? I think it's gonna go with Boomerang. Oh, it's not green. It could be your rose petal colour.
It's a wood type. It's kind of a plant.
Yeah, so that would
Just
make
have to
it
get creative with it.
I would make it a grass type. Or it could be a rock type. Actually, no, it could be a ground type. And it just dies to a Marowak. But a Marowak also dies to a Baronade.
And while all of that is going on, Skygore has shown us a wonderful, clean fight against Baronade. And now the only thing left is his hunt for Forest Souls.
Yep.
Well, PG Soul, to be exact.
Speaking of evolutions, do you think that another evolution chain would be Big Poe, Phantom Ganon?
Well, they've certainly turned ugly in their evolution.
So Poe is a ghost type. Big Poe is a ghost type. And then Phantom Ganon is a ghost grass type. Or Poe is a ghost type. Big Poe is a ghost dark type, and then Phantom Ganon is dark and grass. It can have many forms. Yeah, like Deerling, like Pumpkaboo, and therefore Gorgeist.
Now, are Dynalphos the evolution of Lizalfos?
Yes. And the evolution of that is Iron Knuckles.
Oh, spicy, okay.
And then you've got Skull Kid, Starchild, and Stalfos.
There's no way Sky makes this.
You trade, yeah. And Stalfos evolved into both by trading them holding a protector. And then they evolve it into Iron Knuckle by them holding a metal coat.
I like it.
Oh my god.
Oh, this. It's the Zelda meets Pokemon.
You've also got Deku Scrub evolving into Deku Business Scrub.
I like it. Changes from a plant to a plant flying type.
Yeah, from grass to grass fly. Oh, and then Business Scrub evolves into Deku Butler.
Oh, I love that!
So Scrub's Butler is just the final evolution of a Scrub.
The Legend of Zeldamon. Oh my gosh, you gotta love it.
Actually, no. It would go Korok into Deku Scrub.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Please.
Into Business Scrub.
I love that.
You've also got the 3 different Dodongo sizes.
The baby one, the middle one, and then King Dodongo.
Yes. What else would we have? I think the bubbles are called. Yeah, they're called Schbombs. They evolve into the spiky thingy.
Oh, into the spike balls, you mean?
Yes, into the spike balls.
Ah, okay.
So Schbombs evolve into spikes, and they go from water type to water steel.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Obviously, you have Ganondorf evolving into Ganon. You could also have Zelda evolving into Sheep.
Oh. Thankfully, we still have a fairy.
Yes.
Get out of there.
What else would there be? Redeads evolve. Oh, Link evolves into Link. Redeads evolve into Gyptos.
Why not the other way around?
Because Gyptos are the more advanced version of Redeads.
Are they though?
They could be the same species, to be fair. Like, one's the male form, the other's the female form.
I thought the Gyptos needed time to like become larvae and in their white cocoon and become redeads.
Gyptos do lock on you twice instead of just once, to be fair.
Okay. I guess. Yes, that is a nice touch. Return to fire on Ferore's wind. No, thank you. We don't want that.
Nope.
I'm not sure why we're setting Ferore's here, though. Hopefully we'll beat Ganon and be out of here.
It could be just for safety. Or
Yeah, maybe.
that they've not got. Forgotten they've already gotten light arrows. Or to see what's in Light Trial to the stream.
Yeah, I guess. And Sky is back and well. Trying to find what he missed. The hand evolves into Bongo Bongo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I would also say that Bongo Bongo is a ghost type.
Not a ghost psychic type?
Could be ghost dark. Could be
Ghost
ghost
dark,
psychic.
I like it, okay.
Could be ghost psychic. Could be dark psychic. Dead hand is definitely ghost. Probably ghost psychic. A ghost ground. Ooh.
We're seeing some very beautiful tennis with Dwarf.
Yep.
Did you know that that can actually go on for longer than a minute?
Yeah. But anyway, Ozu just has the grand old pig to slay.
We're almost there.
What type do you think Ganon is? Because I think it's a dark ground type.
That could be, yeah.
But it's weak to light arrows, which is... Light arrows are radiant damage, which is a form of heat and fire in the sun. Fighting dark could work.
Yeah, I like fighting dark.
I definitely think
That's a
there
good
needs to be
idea.
a dark... I think Calamity Ganon is Dark Dragon.
I mean, the way Ganon keeps popping up every Zelda game,
In most
He-
other games, yeah.
he can only be a Pokemon being resurrected all the time.
So yeah. Oh, light arrows are fairies? Fair enough. There we go.
I like that.
Yeah, I approve of this message.
Welcome to the Legend of Zeldamon.
Volvagia has to be a fire dragon.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. But it has an ability where it takes extra damage against ice attacks.
Imagine Link using Draining Kiss on Ganon. Oh my gosh.
I don't think Link learns Draining Kiss. I think he's definitely a fighting fairy type.
A fighting fairy type.
Yes. Because he's a Hylian, but he's also the hero of time, and he's also fighting alongside a fairy.
And GG's for Ozu, who's just won the race.
Yes.
Well done,
GG.
well fought.
GG's Ozu with a time of 2 hours, 57 minutes, 15 seconds.
Very nice, very well done.
You remember the well, have you heard the phrase all seeds can support?
No.
Is it this common? Is this theory among the Scrubs? Well, the Ocarina of Time randomizer community.
And
In
we
the
have
past.
Ozu joining us. GG's and
GG's,
welcome
Ozu.
in.
Hello.
Well done, how are you feeling?
I'm a bit surprised that I was the first to finish of the three of us. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I was not doing very well at parts of that. Not so much the logic, just the execution. I was taking several attempts at stuff that usually takes me one time, so I don't know. It's late or early.
It's late, you're on restream, you could have just extra nerves.
Yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself. Restream and
Yeah.
everything always messes with everything. But yeah, you did well. Overall, so far you're second place. With all the acings and everything. And of course, first place in the race room tonight. GG's. Very well done.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Jabu to Baronade path?
Yes, that was annoying because I mean, I assume everyone who went in there assumed I was just going to be boomerang on boomerang and we'll be out there, but no, go get Volvasia. Was it? Have we seen if it's tunic or wallet in GTG for?
Yes.
It is a
Volcar?
wallet because the
It's a
second
wallet.
wallet is in bottom of the well, and the Goron tunic is locked in Castle Light Trial.
Ooh.
So yeah, 100% wallet logic.
Because wallet logic is fun,
Yes, definitely.
and it's not a pain for anyone.
Oh no, Epona's standing directly above the grotto and you can't get in.
Oops.
Yeah,
Epona's like,
Sky
I belong
is-
here, mate.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you got the mic. Sorry,
Sky is just looking for his PG soul.
Oh
He's
right.
basically full clearing the seed right now.
Also, are you looking forward to the remaining Winter Wonderland seeds?
Where? I mean, they're only going to get harder from here, I assume. I mean, I think the
Yeah.
last one last time took me 7 hours. So hopefully, if I can do better than that.
Wait, which one was that one?
I can't remember. I think the important thing was it took me multiple hours to work out I could just buy the tunic from Kokiri's shop.
Okay.
That was last year's 8th Wonderland, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was shops on and scrubs on and loads of other things.
Velvet's Vignet of Villainy. I see.
Thank you for pronouncing that because I was not gonna do that.
You're more than welcome. Oh, it's Vinette of Villainy.
Yeah, but yes, I believe that Winter Wonderland starts with the easiest settings, I guess you could call it, and just goes up from there.
It does ramp up each time.
I mean, the first one this year was great. I loved it.
Yeah, same.
That was fun, yes.
And if you haven't played it already and don't know anything about that seed, go play it.
Would you like to remember the settings from last year?
I probably still got.
It
the
was
speed
9
of
reward
them.
bridge, 6 trials, dungeon shuffle, boss shuffle, random warp songs, songs on dungeon rewards, shop sanity, all token sanity, adult trade, scrub shuffle, cow shuffle, frog shuffle, Ganon's boss key in its own dungeon, shuffled ocarina, shuffled Gerudo card, and regional small key shuffle.
All sanity, anyone?
So not pot shuffle.
Nope, no pot shuffle, no. Velvet did show mercy. But yeah, so it's gonna get harder.
Yes. Who knows what villainy has been planned?
Can you repeat that? My brain timed out after the third thing.
Well, I guess the next step after boss souls is all enemy souls.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I think thanks to this, I'm going to drop off.
No worries. Thank you
Thanks.
for letting us restream you.
Yes, and thank you for coming in for an interview.
Thank you.
Have a
Yes.
wonderful evening.
Yeah, good evening or well, it's good morning now in my time. But...
Okay,
Fair
well,
enough.
GG's.
Yeah. Also, happy 3-hour mark.
Yes, happy 3
Um,
hours.
Velvet, can you please do the honors this time?
He's not getting to go into. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
okay.
this?
That's weird. Okay. Thank
gonna
you to
sound
our
very-
runners, Sky, Goro, and Uzu, who have agreed to be on Restream and who are putting on an amazing show for us. Thank you to our trackers, Tomoltak and 70 Sins, who are keeping us up to date of what's going on and putting all the wonderful, lovely pictures on stream. Thank you to our Restreamer, Velvet, who is putting all of this together and is the wonderful soul behind the scenes. And thank you to my lovely co-commentator, Kamiko. Thank you for being here.
And thank you for joining me in the booth today, Blue Roses.
You're
And
very welcome.
sorry to everyone who probably got a bit confused about us talking to Velvet. If Velvet was not hearable on stream.
Yes. We are not not crazier than average. I promise.
Yeah. That is a third try. Three-key
Ooh,
forest
very
from
nice.
Skygora.
Not sure what we're
Beautifully
gonna
done.
find here, but I thought he'd done this.
I thought he did Forest Temple too, yeah. Maybe he only did part of Forest Temple because I did not see all the torches lit either, or some of the torches lit.
Interesting.
Mm.
I thought he'd done it until Meg, because I didn't notice a Meg fight. Apparently not. Okay then.
We're 3 hours in,
Yeah,
memory's a blur.
100%. So, forest. I'm pretty sure that Sky is looking at a tracker and trying to think of what check he's memory hold. We resumed the other one discussion.
Yes. We might as well. Style Child, Stalfos.
Wait, did they all get deleted? I'm sorry, but there's no flame lit except the green one he just put.
Huh.
Do they get deleted when you leave forest?
Either that. Oh, there's not a key done here.
Huh.
So what must have happened is Sky only did the courtyard.
I could have sworn he was in here for longer. Okay. Thank you. Resume.
For what-
Style child, Stalfos.
Star Child and Stalfos. However, Link can also evolve into a Stalfos. because of the what's it called?
Hylians can turn into Stalfos in Lost Woods.
Yep.
Mhm.
But also in what I believe it's either Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess. There's a Stalfos that teaches Link moves, and it is theorized to be a previous hero of Hyrule. It is Twilight
Apparently
Princess.
Twilight Princess.
I knew it was one of those two games.
That Stalfos is supposedly this Link? Oh.
Hmm.
The more you know.
Yeah. We've also got Skulltula, Walltula, and then the giant Skulltulas. Good old bug evolution line.
And we've got the Floor Master and the Wall Masters.
Yep. Floor Master evolves into Wall Master. Wall Master evolves into
Goma.
No, because you've got the Babbers that evolve into Goma.
Ah. Okay.
Wolfos become White Wolfos. I think that's instead of Wolfos into White Wolfos. White Wolfos is just yeah, it's just a shiny. Or it's a Lightning Rock situation where it's just two different forms. It's slowly turning from Pokemon into Digimon. I mean, isn't Digimon just a version of Pokemon?
Speaking of Bongo Bongo, yes, we just found the soul of Bongo Bongo. Very cute.
I think of other evolution lines. Actually, how about this for a three-way evolution line? Puppet Ganon from Wind Waker evolves into Ganondorf, who in turn evolves into Ganon or Calamity Ganon.
Oh, well,
Either
that's
or.
quite a evolution.
Yep.
He was so close to Lake. Now we're back in forest. I wonder what went through his head in that moment.
Thinking time, probably wanting to complete forest as much as possible. Maybe it just happens to be here. Could be that has been a finisher and therefore is thinking, okay, it has to be somewhere en route, maybe.
Yeah, that could be. Nice gainer. I'll be right back.
No worries. It has been 3 hours since we started this race, so chat, just as a reminder, feel free to have a stretch, go get yourself a glass of water or whatever drink you prefer, get yourself a snack. Take care of yourself. Don't just sit around all the time. Just take care of yourself. I think it's Requiem for Logical Forest access. That could be going through their mind. But then, if this doesn't turn up, roses, where to next? I'm gonna have a look, see if I can see their tracker. They do have Requiem marked as being...
What did I miss?
Just picking up on pose.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, full clearing forest isn't the worst idea, but
there is a theory that maybe Skygoro thinks that Requiem was passed just to get Minuet.
yeah, I played the Seed yesterday and I totally didn't pay attention to the scale. Even though I had it written down on my tracker, that scale is locked by Requiem. So I thought it was finishing Spirit Temple for Suns for Ions. And I've full cleared everything behind Ions and Suns.
So going back to Requiem, probably because they think it's something else.
Maybe they think they forgot something in Spirit? Oh, lap dive? Let's go?
Probably saw that scale. Probably went,
I mean, that
okay.
gold scale was very beautifully seen from that. Probably thought it was a gold rupee. Probably, yeah.
Someone just joined and left.
Yeah. I think one of our trackers misclicked.
Probably.
It was blue earlier because he skipped DMC scale. Yes. True. He did. No, all good. All good, Timoltak. Nicely done. And there's our soul of PG.
Which means we can now finally go and kill Phantom Ganon.
And then go on to kill the real thing.
Yes.
We've seen some very beautiful execution from Sky.
Hmm.
Oh, that didn't get us far. Tom's opinions on Soul Shuffle and Gossip Stone items.
I like them as settings. I've liked watching it, being here in the booth. I like the additional checks that having, if I can words properly, having the Gossip Stones have items can be. I would like it if Gossip Stone Shuffle had a texture on them to say that they had yet to be checked
That'd
or
be nice,
collected,
yeah.
like we have for pots and for crates and for the beehives, or little sparkle like with wonder items. Yeah. So I would definitely like to see that be implemented. Soul Shuffle, I've not experienced myself, therefore I do not have an opinion. It's added an extra layer of requirements to beat the seeds, which can be nice sometimes.
I really liked it. The extra, like you said, requirements for the dungeons, the extra little things that can happen, like the Baronade to Jabu path was just amazing. I'm very glad we started with Song of Time though. I can't imagine like having Song of Time on Burning Tack and then having to go through every single hint stone to find your last item. That just sounds like a pain to me. But I really like the combination. I thought it was a fun seed. Challenging, yes, but fun. Exactly, could have been way worse, yes. Very nice. And now we get to see Ganon.
Yep.
The first seed we tested didn't start with Song of Time and all paths were pointing to it. Decided it was better to start with it. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah, I think starting with Song of Time for that reason helps.
Yeah. And imagine if Storms and Song of Time were reversed in the seed, and you only looking for your boomerang, and you have to go to every, like, backtrack to every single hintstone to play Song of Time. That is just a pain. Well done, Jenny. Thank you.
And
for saving us from a terrible fate.
Thank you, Jenny, for being the tester for the Winter Wonderland.
Yes, thank you so much.
So now Skygoro gets to have the lovely time of just a simple climb, and with the Goron sword, it'll be a bit easier to cycle Ganon.
Yeah, that'll be very nice. Aww. Thank you, Jenny.
I mean, to be fair, Jenny, yeah, we are. Yeah. We don't have race monitors anymore when we do these streams. So
What is actually the purpose of a race monitor for someone new to the community?
So a race monitor is typically someone who is independent of the team, of the restream team, although they could be the restreamer themselves, who would help facilitate things like FPA, Fair Play Agreement calls, and would, they would check settings. They would act as the referee, essentially, and as a result, if an FPA call was made, they would verify that it is a correct FPA call, and they would stop the other runner,
Okay.
so that the race aspect was the same. It would mean that when a runner finishes, they definitely finished first, as opposed to, oh, maybe they finished second because someone's got 10 minutes of FPA time to catch up with.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays we have monitorless FPA, which is a system that is used regardless of if there's a restream or not. It was created because of a burnout with race monitoring volunteers. And nowadays, almost every restream race, as far as I'm aware, is run under monitorless FPA. So if an FPA call is made, it now will be resolved at the end of the race.
Rather than...
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, baseball, I think, was one of the biggest race monitors in the community. I know I was race monitoring some races. But yes, it also meant that a race could still be restreamed and a race could go ahead, regardless if there was someone there to ensure that the race felt like a race. It also means that there's less dead time talking. Like when both runners have stopped because of an FPA call, there is that dead time. It does eliminate that, not having both runners stop whilst one of them is catching up or sorting out their issues.
Yeah, I calmed the race last tournament where an FPA was called. It was quite weird.
Yeah, FPA call. FPA is something that is used in 1v1 races. It's not something that is feasible in bigger races like in qualifiers. But it is just so that the race isn't determined by, for example, a VC crash, or by an issue with the emulator which causes it to freeze, or your PC just randomly restarting, or a power cut. Or something happens in game that is either unavoidable, something that is not easily avoided, or something that hasn't happened before.
Okay. And as we chat about race monitoring and race FPAs, Sky Goro is finishing up with his Ganon fight, which was very clean, by the way. Yeah, get your GGs in chat because he's about to be done. Sky finishes in second place with a time of 3 hours, 27 minutes, and 36 seconds. And I am sure that the invitation to join him, to join us, has already been extended, and we'll see if he'll join us in the interview.
And whilst we wait, We're not going
Never
to have to
mind.
wait.
We're not waiting. He's already here. GG, Sky.
GG's.
GG's.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty okay.
You're pretty okay?
Sorry. I mispeaked the archway.
What did you think it was?
Heart piece.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you first came by and peeked it, it was still blue because you hadn't picked up the other one, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So that's what I saw. Otherwise, it was pretty good seed. I forgot to use Song of Time on a lot of Gossip Stones
Mhm.
initially, which was bad, but it turned out okay.
Yeah, the
How
ones
did you like the new features, though?
Oh yeah, that's really nice. I had a good time.
We were talking whilst we were watching you finish about how the original seed didn't have You Start With Song of Time, and you therefore all of your paths pointed to Song of Time as a result.
And you had to backtrack to all your hint stones to get your items whenever you got it.
I see. Yeah, I really don't think I played too bad. I just played a little full cleary, I guess.
We loved your execution, though. That 3Q forest was really nice, and your boss fights, that quick kill on Volve was just amazing.
Quick kill on Volve, and a quick kill on Baronade as well.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the first one. I don't know why. I might have thrown a little too early or a little too late. I can't remember.
It happens.
Um,
Still, very well done.
I gotta ask, what was it? Just the mispeak that kept me back? Or,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just the Phantom Ganon Soul that was your biggest.
Because you had to clear a lot more in a lot more areas. Ozu was in no mode for about an hour, I think. Maybe more.
Yeah, Spirit Temple didn't really have anything, so that's what made me think to come back. Because Sun Song didn't lead to anything, and... Well, actually, that's not true. It led to Iron Boots. And then I went back and did Toilet, which was unfortunate.
Which had nothing.
Yeah, and then I realized about... this is how my brain works. About an hour later, and I'm like, oh my god, it was the wallet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to know where your other wallet... Well, you found the other wallet, but you'd like to know where your Goron tunic is?
Sure.
It's in Ganon's Castle Light Trial Lullaby chest.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So there was no way to access Goron Tunic. That's
Nope.
great. That's fantastic.
Not in legal standard settings.
No.
I've been watching a lot of ZFG, and I do know how to clip in there.
Well, thank you for restraining.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't get in there anyway. I would have liked to, though. But, yeah, it was fun. I had a good fun time.
Awesome.
I'm glad. I actually like the non-competitive nature of Winter Wonderland, so I can do whatever I want. I think the first seed I did, Winter Wonderland 1, I pretended to walk like a crab, and everywhere I went, so...
It is definitely a lot more chill, and whilst, yes, people can be competitive and try and go as quickly as they can, you can also just sit back, relax, and just enjoy yourself and experience settings you probably wouldn't play normally.
Yes.
Or modes you wouldn't play normally.
It's a beautiful concept, definitely.
I've enjoyed watching them.
Yeah, I had a really fun time. I just need to catch up on the other ones. See if I can do them here soon.
Well, thankfully they're all available.
Yeah. But that's all I gotta say. Thanks for all the comms and the restreamer, and All the volunteers appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us restream you and for playing.
And if you want to volunteer, you should go to the Discord and sign up to be a tracker.
Thank you for that segue. Of course, if you do want to volunteer for Scrub Central, be it a tracker, a commentator, or a restreamer, head on over into the Scrub Central Discord. There is a volunteer channel. If you just want to track, just say that you want to track and we'll give you the role. Commentary and restreamers do have a form that you can fill in, and we, answer the questions. And yeah, maybe we'll be hearing your voice on Restream someday. Also, join there. This is where all the Winter Wonderland seeds are posted. It is also just a chill place to hang out. We, find out more about the tournaments that are run, whether that be for Ocarina of Time Randomizer, Majora's Mask, or DK64 Randomizer.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think we'll give a final shout out to our runners, Sky, Goro, and Uzuf. Thank you for letting us restream you and putting on an amazing show. Thank you to our trackers, Tomoltak and It's7D for keeping us all up to date. And thank you to our restreamer Velvet, who has been putting all of this together. And thank you to Kamiko for coming with me.
And thank you to you two Blue Roses for joining me in the booth. And
You're very
Goro as well. Thank you for joining us in this interview.
Thank you.
No problem. You guys have a good one.
The next restream will be on Wednesday, coming up 11 a.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. UTC, very early in the day.
Yep.
The next one after that will be on a Saturday, January 25th, 5 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. UTC. And last but not least, on January 29th, another Wednesday, I believe.
Yep.
At 7 p.m. Eastern or midnight UTC.
As it would be turning into Thursday UTC.
Yes.
Velvet, where are we raiding?
We are raiding Mako DX. I'm sure they're doing something amazing, so go check them out and have a wonderful time zone, everyone.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.